Hi, this is Sam Lohman from Washington State University Vancouver Library. I'm the business librarian here, and I want to talk a little bit about a tool you can use to find information on a particular industry using the NAICS codes from the US Census and the IBIS World database from the library. So let's say you're working with a footwear company and you want to find information on the shoe industry in the US or even worldwide. Things like financial information, financial benchmarks, trends in the industry, market information, all those kinds of things. You might want to look in the IBIS World database for an industry report on the shoe industry. And to really target that search for a particular industry, it's helpful to have what's called a NAICS code, NAICS, which is a code used by the US government to classify businesses into particular industries. Um, so it stands for North American Industry Classification System, and the NAICS codes are 6-digit codes that are built up from broader categories that are fewer numbers than that. So, for example, they have sector 44 for all retail industries. And within that sector, subsector 445 for food and beverage stores. And then within that, they've got industry group 4452, specialty food stores, and then a 6-digit code specifically for baked goods stores where the baked goods are not made on the premises. And as that implies, they have a completely different code for bakeries that actually produce the baked goods, which you could find on the NAICS site as well. So to search for a NAICS code, you want to go to the US Census NAICS site, census.gov/NAICS, and this is linked in the online guide for Marketing 495. And you can search by a keyword for a topic that you're interested in. So here I'm looking at the one for baked goods, but let's say we're interested in shoes. I can just type that in and hit go. I might need to do a little trial and error if they don't like the particular word I chose, but here we can see all these different shoe industries that are all classified with the same code, 316210. So the athletic shoes manufacturing, different parts of athletic shoes, different parts of canvas shoes, and so on. They all have the same NAICS code, even though they also have this vocabulary for talking about them. So I recommend the site just for identifying the NAICS code. You don't really have to do anything else with it except write it down somewhere where you can get it when you want it. And then we can do some searching in IBIS World. So if you're on the WSU Vancouver Library homepage, you can go to research resources, or you can go down here to databases A to Z or databases by subject. Let's do databases by subject, and we can see all the business databases. And we're going to go down to IBIS World here. And if you're off campus, you might need to hit a login button or log in with your WSU network ID. But this is what IBIS World looks like. And we can search by keyword, certainly, but since we've got a NAICS code, let's try searching with that. So we can type that in here, and it's recognizing a broader category, specialty food stores in the US. So if we just really want to know about bakeries, we might want to also try just doing a keyword search for bakeries. Bakery cafes in the US. So that one, they have a specialized category for bakery cafes and another one for fresh bread and bakery goods. Or we could look at our number for shoes and put that into IBIS World. And it's showing this one for shoe and footwear manufacturing in the US. It may also have one for global shoe and footwear manufacturing. It's giving some other options there, but we can also, okay, in this case with this code, it's just giving us stuff in the US, but for a lot of industries, you'll also see global reports. And let's go into one of these so you can see the kind of stuff that's in there. So these reports contain a lot of information and they're updated quite regularly, about once every year or two. So you can see this one was updated in July of 2022. And there are these tabs here where you can choose the different parts that you might want to look at. So it starts with industry at a glance, and you can get some basic information on the industry. But you can go to the competitive landscape. You can look at major companies in the industry. So this shows some of the top companies in the US for shoe manufacturing. You can see products and markets, very important for marketing research. And then the key statistics are helpful if you want financial benchmarks. You can see that kind of thing and ratios here. So as you can see, these reports are long and dense, and you may want to download a table. Most of the tables can be downloaded as Excel files. And if you don't get what you're looking for with the NAICS code, you can also try a keyword search, because they have lots of codes for kind of specialized industries that don't actually have a NAICS code. Like we saw that for bakery cafes, they have that for food carts, consignment stores, things like that. So if you want to browse around, you can also look at the US specialized industry reports, and then they have these global industry reports as well. So that is a quick tour of what we've got in IBIS World. And if you have more questions about that, you can email me. My email's here, or contact the library, or you can chat on our website or call us. We're happy to answer questions and help you out with searches. So that was a quick tour of finding industry information using a NAICS code and using the IBIS World database.